Good afternoon, and welcome to another edition of Storytime. Let me take this moment to thank the incredibly creative crew I'm working with here, Alan and Bob. These guys know how to get the job done. If you want to make your movie, make it with them. And speaking of movies, I'd like to touch on a rather wonderful brush with greatness I had some years ago. I was visiting in the Virgin Islands on the island of St. Thomas, which is, of course, one of the loveliest spots in the world. It's a small place. It's about 17 miles long and 3 miles wide, but it has, I think, four of the most beautiful beaches according to National Geographic in the world. And I was on one of those beaches. I was at a place called Holt Bay, and I was having a picnic with a group from the Virgin Islands Film Commission. They get a lot of filming down there, so these were very busy people, but they'd taken time out for a picnic, and I was there. And I met a lot of interesting people at the picnic, but one in particular fascinated me. I began hanging out with this gentleman named Win DeLugo. I love that name. And Win, as we bonded a little further, announced to me at one point that he had had a brief film career. And I said, well, gosh, maybe I saw you. What was it? And he said, well, I was Spock's brother. I said, my goodness, are you talking about the Star Trek series? He said, yes, the original, the one from the 60s. There's a famous episode called Amok Time, where Spock must go home to spawn the Ping Far, which he does every 7 years. And so the series episode takes us to Vulcan. And on that planet, there's a scene where Spock is standing with his family. And I play the role of his brother. Well, son of a gun. When I got home, I found out they were running Star Trek reruns in the afternoon. So I found the day that Amok Time, that episode, was going to be on. I turned on the TV just in time to see, standing behind Mr. Spock, Leonard Nimoy, Win DeLugo, Spock's brother. My friends, I drank beer at Holt Bay with Spock's